information discussed on Talkin Money with Jeff Tarbell is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no responsibility is assumed for inaccuracies. No statement made on this broadcast should be construed as a specific recommendation of a particular investment product. Views expressed are those of the speakers and do not necessarily represent those of CBS Radio. Use only as directed.
Smiles, everyone. Smiles. And prepare yourself for...
Show me the money!
Ladies and gentlemen, the radio broadcast experience designed to keep your wallet in top condition. It's Talkin Money with Jeff Tarbell.
Talkin Money. Talkin Money.
More money, more money, more money.
And now entering the studio, your guru for fiscal fitness, Jeff Tarbell.
Right. How you doing? Back for the, well, there we go. I can hear myself now. Back for the first of 2 hours, which normally we do a 2-hour show. We just do it in 45 minutes, so we can talk like this if we want. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
That is Nick Perjanik. Just you were able to cross back across the border. They let you back in?
Yeah, I have to tell you, I've gone through the border, U.S. border many times, but this, for some reason, I got that one border agent that, the guy just wouldn't smile. And now they always grab your passport, they put it up near your face, right?
Yeah.
He looked at that.
I wouldn't smile if I would have nicked your face either.
He looked at that. He looked at me. He looked at that, and I said, "I'm a little older now." And he looked at. He didn't quite like that comment. You have any other ID?
Oh, you're kidding me!
No, I had to pull up my driver's license.
Oh, come on!
Yeah,
I'm a taxpayer.
Yeah. Just don't go through there trying to have fun with another country's accent.
Kind of. Okay, and don't talk about hockey either when you come through there as well. Hey, welcome in. This is Talkin Money. My name is Jeff Tarbell. That is Nick Perjanik. We're going to off on a 2-hour venture today, but we start every show in a routine manner with now Chris is not going to be here the second half of today's show, so we're going to let him off with a pass for the second half, because the second half he must discuss world politics. But in the first half,
I don't think you want to hear my answers.
The first half, the election from the mind of Christopher Lott is his own, for his own and for your pleasure. Let her roll, boy.
Okay, everyone listening to the station's probably sick of listening to this by now, but TNT, you need to get your facts straight. I mean, my 8-year-old cousin knows exactly what's going on with the arena deal, and Cheryl Miller, Reggie Miller, and our own Chris Webber don't have any idea what's going on. And then Chris Webber coming on with Grant and going off on Grant for nothing that Grant did, but what Chris did. Everyone just needs to take a step back, say, you know what? We blew the pooch. We should have had our stuff together, and I think that fixes this whole situation. No one's really mad at Chris Webber until he just completely flipped out on Grant, and hopefully everything gets resolved. We get a new arena, and no one will care about this after that.
Hey, wait a minute before you take your headphones off.
Yes, sir.
What does blew the pooch mean? I don't know.
Blew the pooch.
Okay. We'll come back to that one. That might be in the show online a little later. So. That is Chris Lott. Chris is going to take off, and another Grant is going to step in. So, hey, do you have Grant keyed up? He has to do his own rant in the second half, or are we going to let him off the hook today?
We'll just play the Grant Napier rant.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Hey, we got full phone lines open. We can get you in today. We got a couple people on hold already. So 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140, and you can text us at 441140. Here's the beauty of doing 2 hours, which we did in the past for a while, and we'll do again. We seem to get a whole bunch of phone calls in the second hour, which just makes it a lot of fun. So feel free. I like the text as well, but it's nice to hear other people's voices and opinions on things. So jump in there today, and we are giving away a ton of cupcake craving cupcakes today. So Valentine's Day is on Tuesday. If you are behind schedule or you don't want to do the customary chocolates this year, you can do some cupcake craving. And if you would like to pick up that gift certificate rather than having us mail it to you, tell Marge, our phone screener there, that you want to come get it from my office, and we will get you directions on how to do that. So otherwise, we're going to stick it in the mail to you. So 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140, or you can text us at 441140. My email is working today, too, because I've gotten a couple emails today. And my email is jeff@jefftarbell, T-A-R-B like boy, E-L-L. .com, Jeff at jefftarbell.com. Number one, Jeff, did I see you at Jim Boy's in Roseville the other day? Did you already quit your diet? A, yes, you probably did see me at Jim Boy's in Roseville, and B, it freaks me out if you're going to stand there and look at me like I'm eating food. If you see me at Jim Boy's in Roseville, this goes for any listener, you come up to me and say, hey, Jeff, I listened to you on the show.
You'll buy him lunch.
I will buy you lunch.
Nice.
Not your office, but if you see me at Jim Boy's, I will buy you lunch. So come up and say hi. Number one, I'm not on a diet. I am trying to change the way that I just look at food and I eat food. And so a diet implies that you're eventually going to stop dieting, and I'm hoping that I can learn to just change the way I eat. But I have not stopped my diet. I'm down from 230 to 217, so I've dropped 13 pounds. I'm about halfway where I want to go. So, yes, you did see me probably at Jim Boy's. And this is the nice thing about the program with, at least the one I'm using on Weight Watchers, is you eat whatever you want to eat. You just track it, just keep a lid on it if that's what you're doing. So, and we'll come back to the other one here because the other one's a good email as well, and we will get back to that. That's jeff@jefftarbell.com. We got a couple people on hold. We'll get to them as well. This is early day here. Everybody's woke up early today. Let's go to John. Hey, John, welcome to Talkin Money. How you doing?
Hey, John. Jeff, I'm sorry.
All right.
Hey, I'm on the diet too.
Okay.
And I lost 35,
Ooh.
going on 40, and my recipe is not that good. I just work so hard I forget to.
I work so much I can't afford to eat. Okay, that's a good one too.
I forget to eat. I just go to sleep, But anyway, my question is this: I lost my house to foreclosure, and they gave me cash for keys, and I got out of it, and I really would like to get back into the real estate market, And
when did that happen, John? How long ago?
October.
Of last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I didn't hurt my credit. It really went smooth. Everything went really, really good. I took 100 points off my credit thing, but, it's like I have a good job now, and I've been working 3 months now, and I'm just wondering, is there a chance for me to buy something?
No. It's going to be 3 years because there's just no way around it unless someone comes out and dramatically changes the rules, and I just don't see that happening. A foreclosure is worse than a bankruptcy from a lender standpoint. People will do almost anything to avoid giving away their house, and so if that happens, and this is the same for a short sale. So for those of you that did the short sale, same rules. It's going to be 3 years from the date it recorded, not the date they filed notice of default on you, not the date, not any other date that's on your credit report. The day it actually records, it's 3 years from that day. And unless there's just, for conventional financing or FHA, there's no other way around it. There's just no way. And I just don't see that changing. So the best thing you can do, John, is put away as much money as you can, get your score back up to 100 points and get them back. And be ready to go, about 2 years and 8 months from October. So, you can start a little bit early, but I just don't see them changing that rule.
Well, one thing that I want to bring in is, what if I had a co-signer,
Yeah, that's a fantastic point, and I'm glad you brought that up, because a co-signer does not overcome bad credit. It doesn't overcome a bankruptcy. It doesn't overcome a foreclosure or a short sale. All it does is overcome a lack of income. So if you could have your co-signer go out and buy a property for you, they could buy it as an investment property, and they could do that, and then you could work out something down the road. Maybe you live in it, and you guys, you share. They could even probably add you to title if you wanted, but you cannot be on that loan for 3 years. And here's the only caveat I've ever seen someone overcome, and that was I had a client who was transferred from Washington, D.C. to Sacramento. And they tried to sell their house. They couldn't. They short sold it, and they moved out here. And their job forced them to move. And the lender let them do it in 2 years. They still even had to wait the 2-year mark. So that was the only one. But, John, I appreciate your call. We'll put you back on hold. We'll see if we want to get John some cupcakes or a Talkin Money T-shirt. I appreciate that very much. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, sometimes I think it's a good conversation to have. Sometimes the government, right, the FHA programs, the different programs out there will say, hey, it's 3 years or 2 years or whatever it is. But you have to get the investors on to buy in also. Because the people actually loaning the money may have more stringent requirements than what the government says. So we experienced that during the bubble month.
That's a good point, because what confuses everybody is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac said, hey, if you'll do a short sale on our loans, our Fannie Freddie loans, we'll let you back in after 2 years. But they don't make loans.
Right.
They buy closed loans. They're investors. So the banks that actually make the loans say, hey, wait a minute, we have our own what's called an overlay. These are our rules.
Right.
And it's called the golden rule, right?
Right.
Those who have the golden have the rule.
And Jeff, the other question or the other point is talk real briefly about the credit scores. I mean, in terms of the minimum credit scores, if it does drop, let's say you're 700 and it does drop to 600, what kind of minimum scores are people going to need to try to get back to at the end of that 3-year period?
Yeah, right now you're looking probably 660 as it stands right now. Maybe some 640 for the FHA, 650. So 660 is kind of the safe mark. There are some lenders out there that advertise they'll do a 580 or a 620, but I've never actually seen one done. So keep that in mind. Off the text line, hey, Jeff, how do I receive cupcakes, and can you send me cupcakes for Valentine's Day? You gotta win something. You got to at least try to call. Nick's going to have some quiz questions. If we get you on the phone today, if we take your call, we'll give you cupcakes as well. We got a lot of cupcakes going out, but Nick will have some quiz questions here in about 2 minutes.
And see, I'm smart enough to not ask on the air. And I know my wife's teaching yoga right now, so
she's not hearing.
I already know I got a dozen of those cupcakes coming my way.
You do? You better get them before we get them out. Let's get to Bob before the break. Hey, Bob, welcome to Talkin Money. How you doing?
Not too bad. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
My question is this. I bought a national franchise that ended up going south. They convicted people that put the IFOC together of fraud. The numbers that were in there, I mean, you couldn't make money at this thing. Anyway, my wife and I filed bankruptcy. We have a home. We've never been late on a payment. We don't intend to be late. We have income enough to, take care of all of our bills. But our loan's at 6.5%. So we're trying to, even though the house is underwater, is there any way we filed, it was complete probably 2 months ago. Am I going to have to wait at least 2 years before I can refi?
Maybe. And the reason I say
not under what we've never missed a payment.
Yeah, and the reason I say so, do you know? And if you don't know, then today figure it out. Do you know is your loan owned by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac or FHA? It's none of the three?
Right.
Okay, so we're going to talk about this during the next break. All of the news, and I've got just a boatload of it, all the news that came out this week about the billions of dollars the banks are putting out to do things are all related to Bob's loan. They're all for Bob, and they're for the people who don't have a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac type loan. So, Bob, hold on. I'm going to put you back on hold. We'll get you some cupcakes or something, and during the next break, we're going to talk about exactly what Bob is asking me. Where's all this money going to go? We're also going to do a quiz when we get back as well. This is Talkin Money. We got a couple phone lines open at 339-1140. You can text me at 441140, or you can email me at jeff@jefftarbell.com, or send us smoke signals, and we'll be right back.